Good evening, football fans. Welcome to the Chessmont Game of the Week, brought to you by the Sunoco Pipeline on ChessmontFootball.com. I am Mikey Dunn, joined by Mike Dunn, as we are set to bring you the inaugural game of the 2018 Chessmont football season. We are live at Oxford High School as the Oxford Hornets get set to take on the Henderson Warriors. Mike, two teams that had completely different seasons last year. Tell us a little bit about the Henderson Warriors.
Henderson is reforming their team. They're rebuilding. They've got last year they came off a record of 1-9. They lost their coach. They got a new coach. This coach is a former Warrior running back. He's looking to regain their idea as a strong team.
Yeah, Mike, that new coach is Stephen Adams, former Warrior running back. Talking in pregame, he was saying that the Warriors still trying to gain their identity. In the past, they were an option team. He's looking to be a little bit more balanced, a former running back himself. They will be led by sophomore quarterback Pat Essam player. Can be curious to see how he is as a player. They lost Salino from last year, their quarterback. They lost the opening game last season at home to Oxford, as we have the coin toss getting ready to take place. This is a team that, as we said, lost its identity. They were a very competitive team in the Chessmont National Division every year. So it was kind of a shock to see what happened to them last season. I mean, Mike, you taught there. Talk about what the Warriors need to do to get back to their winning ways.
Well, what Coach Adams is trying to do is the right thing. Starting to regain or renew their ID. And once that's firmly developed, I think you're talking 1, maybe 2 years before they're in the playoffs.
And we are going to have the national anthem, and then we will be back with coverage, a preview of the Oxford Hornets.
When we build a pipeline, safety is our top priority. Our highly skilled engineers, environmental scientists, wildlife biologists, and geologists design our pipelines to follow the safest routes with the smallest environmental footprint possible. We use state-of-the-art technology and testing protocols, so we know our pipelines will operate safely for decades. America relies on energy. We get it to you safely. We are Sunoco Pipeline.
Marching band performing the Star Spangled Banner. We just saw the Oxford band. Now time to talk about the Oxford Hornets. Coming off a 6-5 season last year where they were 3-3 in conference play, 4-1 at home. Their season ended with a first-round playoff loss, 42-13 in Marple Newtown. But it was the first winning season they had since 2013. It was their first win under Coach Mike Means. And Coach Means said of last season, the taste of success and playoffs was invaluable for these guys and made them that much hungrier this offseason. Like, this is a team that lost a 1,000-yard wide receiver into Shields. They lost their starting quarterback in Chandler England, but their defense has 8 returning starters.
Which is a lot of returning starters. It's a fantastic position that the team is in right now. I think that Oxford at this point is looking to continue the successful ways. They like to win. They learned that last year.
Well, it looks like we are going to have the Warriors receiving the opening kickoff. Again, they are led by sophomore quarterback Pat Essam player. The Hornets have a new quarterback in Brett Kamansky. Brent Kamansky played defense primarily last year. He is a senior. We'll get a little bit more into the Hornet offense when they step on the field, but the Hornet defense, as we said, 8 starters back from last year. Strong safety Nate Farrow was an all-team Chestmont player last year. He's seen significant time going back to his sophomore season. And we are underway here in Oxford as the ball is dropped inside the 5. It's Nick Vitucci. He is going to be tackled around the 11-yard line. Little early blunder there.
Warriors did not want to start out that way. I think the Warriors are going to have a hard time this year trying to find an identity. They're looking to regain their identity as a winning team. Coach Adams is a great coach, and as a former running back, you can expect to see them running the ball a little bit more than
Right, he said he wanted balance, but balance doesn't mean 50-50. It just means trying to pass a little bit more than they have in years past when they were strictly an option team. And if the Warriors got down early, they were in trouble. So here we are, 1st and 10, ball on the Warrior 11-yard line. Got trips left. So player drops back. Pass is caught by Luke Galliano, the senior wide receiver. It's a strong throw. Mike put it where his man can get it. Great opening play.
Yes, for a 1st and 10 at the, awesome play.
Gain of 21. Hurry up offense. See that pretty much from every team in high school nowadays. The opening drive of the 2018 season on ChestmontFootball.com. As some player pressure up the middle, he cuts to the outside, beats a man, beats another man, runs out of bounds. And that's going to be enough for another Warrior 1st down. Great job avoiding the pressure there, Mike.
2 fantastic plays in a row. Coach Mitten, who was their coach last year, took over an extremely well-run program from Joe Walsh, and I'll get back to that later.
1st and 10, ball on the 50. It's Essam player again. Pickup of 9.
Want to carry again.
The Hornets defense is going to need to find an answer
number 24,
for the sophomore quarterback.
You wouldn't know that there were 8 returning seniors out there either.
2nd and 4 right now.
Well,
with the way that the play is started.
It is also the first drive of the game. I always say the first week is essentially an extra preseason game or an extra scrimmage. It's actually 2nd and 4. He went out earlier than I thought he did. Got a screen to the back. That is Jay Pierce. He's going to be tackled for a loss.
On that play. Number 44, John Reninger.
Nice job there by the Hornets, swarming to the running back.
You always find a way with words when it comes to different things in football.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 7, loss of 3.
Right now for the Warriors.
And the Warriors actually sending a guy on the field late. We actually have the some of the Hornets coaching staff in the booth next to us. Fall start.
All right, let's see what the ruling on the field here is.
A couple solid plays for the Warriors, but now they're going the wrong way, Mike.
Yeah, they are, and maybe the defense is in the game finally because those first 3 plays were phenomenal plays by the Warriors.
All right, 3rd and 11 right now for the Warriors.
3rd and 12. Ball on the 44. As some player rolls out. Pass is complete, but he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down.
Pass is complete. He's brought down by number 87.
That is Connor Campbell.
Looks like we have a flag in the backfield.
But there's another flag, Mike.
I hope this season doesn't start like last year did with a lot of flags. You're going to see that, by the way, in professional football, which will trickle its way down. They're trying to do away with the types of hits that they've got.
Well, again, as we said, it's the first week of the regular season. You're going to see penalties. You're going to see some nerves. You're going to see possibly some more turnovers. Each team has had basically one scrimmage, so this is only their second time going up against another team and really their first time when it counts.
It's going to actually get us from the line of scrimmage.
It is going to be another penalty against the Warriors.
That sets them up in a 4th and 20 right now.
4th and 20 now for the Warriors. Like we said, they were going the wrong way. Well,
all right, 4th and 20 right now.
Sorry, 3rd and 20. The scoreboard operator got a little happy there. They changed it to 3rd and 20 now. I was going to say it didn't make sense. The pass is complete, but it's going to not even get back to the original line of scrimmage. That was Connor Campbell with the reception. So the Hornets defense, they found a way to stop SM player, or really the Warriors found a way to stop themselves.
You can do for a cup of coffee already.
Fourth and 15. 2 men back in return position for the Hornets. Good snap. Not a long punt, but it's going to go to the 36-yard line of the Hornets. And we'll be back with the Hornets' first drive after this word from Chester County Transmissions.
Hi, this is Andy at Chester County Transmissions. We're a full-service automotive shop here in coastal Pennsylvania that also specializes in transmission and driveline repair. Just so you know, for all your automotive needs, we're here to take care of you. State inspections, whatever you need. Our number here is 610-384-2879.
Good morning, Chester County Transmissions. Rich speaking. How can I help you?
Please stop in, give us a call. God bless.
And that is a completion by Brett Kamansky.
Pass is complete. It's a gain of 5.
It's a pickup of 5 for the Hornets.
2nd and 5 right now for the Hornets.
Shotgun formation, man in motion. Looks
right,
like
we got some
a
flags on the
Hornet
play.
jumped and then a Warrior jumped, Mike. We're going to have to see who they're calling against, but I do believe, yep, it's a legal procedure against
That's
Oxford.
going to go against the Hornets.
False start.
So both teams having some trouble with penalties early on.
That's usually what happens in the first game of the season.
2nd and 11
I
right
just
now.
hope it is a game that's relatively penalty-free.
Shotgun formation, no backs in the backfield, now back in motion. It's Tim Faber, the back. Kamansky takes it himself.
Kamansky on the keeper.
Going to be about a yard short of the first down.
Marker. Let's see where the spot is. All right, about a yard shy right now.
Going to bring up 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Man in motion again. And they're going to throw the pass to Faber. He's got the first down. They love putting Faber in motion.
Yeah.
The Hornets trying to score on the opening drive of the season.
That's going to be good enough for a Hornet.
In a minute, we'll talk about what happened in their game against the Warriors last season.
1st and 10 on the 50.
1st and 10, ball on the 50. Another quick pass This time to Brandon McWilliams.
Kamansky to
Pickup
McWilliams.
of around 5.5.
Gain of 5, 2nd and 5 right now for the Hornets.
No backs in the backfield again. Man in motion is McWilliams. Kamansky takes it himself, gets tripped up. Great job by the Warrior defense.
Keeping it on the ground. There's about a loss of a yard on that play.
Looked like Alex Bilotti. Third and 8 for the Hornets.
3rd and 8 right now for the Hornets.
That ball's going to be a handoff to McWilliams. He's got enough for the first down.
I think that's going to be good enough.
Putting the wide receiver in motion, giving him the handoff. They faked it already on this drive. This time they gave it to him. Basically a jet sweep.
Very well played.
Hurry up offense. McWilliams in motion. This time they fake it. Kamansky threw it into double coverage. There is a flag on the play.
Number 22, Nate Farrow. We've got a flag in the backfield here. Let's take a look and see what the ruling is. Holding, that's going to go against the Hornets.
It's holding on the Hornets.
Yards off the
Doing exactly what Henderson did, getting some positive plays and then going backwards. In last year's game, the Hornets won 34-27 at Henderson. They were down 27-13 in that game. Brandon Shields got an interception late in the game. And then there was a 4th and 1 where the Hornets looked to go for a field goal to take the lead. The Warriors actually jumped off sides, leading the Hornets to go for it. The very next play, Brandon Shields' 4-yard touchdown reception. The Warriors had won 16 straight opening games before last year. Kamansky on the run. He's got a big gain. He's going up the sideline, and he's going to score. 50-yard touchdown run. Brett Kamansky. What a play. What a way to introduce yourself as the new quarterback of your team, Mike.
Yeah, it was a fantastic play. 50 yards is a great running play for anybody, but when a quarterback is able to see the hole and get that 50 yards, that's phenomenal.
It was a quarterback draw, and he did exactly what you want to see. Found his hole, then he took it to the outside. Huge opening drive score. And the Hornets had some trouble getting the right personnel on the field. Could hear the coordinators actually saying they didn't have the kicker on the field. Now they have a new kicker and punter from last season. And there were several kicking mistakes in the game last year. See if they're the right personnel on the field now.
George, let Nesky know that was the right call.
So Oxford leads 6-0. As they go for 2, run to the outside is Timothy Faber, and the 2-point conversion is good. The Hornets take the early 8-0 lead. We'll be right back after this word from Beaver Creek Tavern. Whether looking for the best burgers in Chester County, a place to host your private event, or a relaxing place to enjoy daily food and drink specials, Beaver Creek Tavern has you covered. Serving classic American fare with gluten-free and vegetarian options available. To get the party started, go to 1350 Bondsville Road in Downeytown or call 484-593-0481. We'll see you there. We are back as Oxford has scored on the opening drive to take an 8-0 lead. It was a drive that looked exactly like Henderson's opening drive. A couple positive plays, some penalties, but then Brett Kamansky with a great run, getting the Oxford faithful fired up here on the opening night of the 2018 season. The Chestmont Game of the Week on ChestmontFootball.com is produced by 3CTVLive.com. That's right, 3CTVLive.com. If there's an event going on in Chester County, they'll take you there. Can the Warriors answer? It's Nick Vitucci on the return. The Warriors are going to start with the ball on the 25-yard line. SWI, or Service Wholesale Incorporated, is your place to go for building materials and products. They supply quality materials for the building, construction, remodeling, and lumber industries. Their motto is service with integrity. Visit them at 4810 Horseshoe Pike in Downingtown or give them a call at 610-518-5187.
And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we do have Kona Ice shaved out there for you. Another one of our
Pat SM Player, had a couple of nice plays on opening drive. Can he get a score on this second drive of the game? Solid run up the middle on first down.
Number 13, Robert Thomas on the carry.
That is Robert Thomas, the senior running back.
Met by number 24, Elijah.
Talking with Coach Stephen Adams before the game, he said that there was a lot of guys that came out for football this year that had not come out in years past, and some of those guys are seniors. So even though they're seniors, there's a lot of inexperience on this team.
Right now.
Shotgun formation. SM Player takes it himself. Great cut to the outside. He's going to have a first down for the Warriors.
Number 8, Exemplar on the carry. That's going to be good for a first down for the Warriors. He's going to move the cheese, spot the ball right at about the 40-yard line.
First and 10, ball on the 40-yard line. As they look to the sideline to get the play. Pass is complete in the middle of the field. Ball comes out, but it goes right into another Warrior's hands.
Pass is complete.
The pass was complete to Jordan Lodato. Nice job by the Hornet defense getting the strip, but it fell right into another Warrior's hands.
Sets them up 2nd and 2 right now.
2nd and 2, ball on the 48. But this is around the stage of the drive, on the opening drive, where the Warriors started getting penalties. Looks like another illegal procedure on the Warriors. Promise you, Warriors fans, I'm not trying to jinx you. This seems to be what happens the first couple weeks of the season, especially the first week. Back them up 5 yards. In some ways, though, it's good for Coach Adams to see, can his players rebound after making several mistakes. Just under 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. The Oxford Hornets lead the Henderson Warriors by a score of 8-0. The player drops back. Pass is incomplete. The intended recipient of that target was Jaquil Boggs Rose.
3rd and 7 right now for the Warriors.
3rd and 7 for Henderson. we are now being joined in the booth by Pete Foster. Pete will be stepping in for Mike here for the rest of the game. Pete, we got a 3rd and 7 for Henderson. They've been having trouble where they get a couple good plays and then a penalty just stalls things. As the player drops back, he looks to run and he's taken down for a loss.
A gang stack in the backfield. Bringing up another 4th down.
Yeah, great job there. Great recognition by the Hornet defense. They saw that SM player was looking to run, and in that situation, you just got to try and trip up the quarterback, get a hand on him, slow him down a little bit.
Yeah, and with the speedy quarterback, you have to keep the defensive linemen and the linebackers with a QB spy on him at all times.
That punt is almost blocked. The punter was knocked over, but if there was a deflection, that does not matter. Ball bounces, rolls inside the 40, going to be down around the 38-yard line. And that's where the Hornets will start.
We'll see if we can see some more running by the quarterback, Kaminsky. Very good run on the last drive.
Yeah, Kaminsky, a little deceptive with the speed there. He's got enough for a first down. And then he just broke to the outside, and there was no Warriors to be found.
At all.
3:22 to go here in the first quarter. 8-0 is your score. Man in motion is McWilliams. Now it's Faber in motion. Lines up in the backfield next to Kaminsky. Kaminsky takes it himself. Pickup of only one there. Looked like the Warriors were ready for that one.
Yeah, it looks like they tried to show him the same play that they scored a touchdown with, just a little bit more motion.
Yeah, a lot of motion in the high school game, a lot of spread offense, no huddle. You see a lot of the same things between different teams. It's just a question of the guys executing the plays. 2nd and 9, more pre-snap motion. And that is a great tackle in the backfield. And that is Jordan Lodato. Was unblocked and just did a great job wrapping up. Sometimes you'll see if a guy just gets into the backfield easily, he can't make the tackle. Lodato got it done.
Right.
Pass is complete. Oh, and he breaks the tackle. That is Brandon McWilliams.
A shoestring tackle at that. McWilliams that saw open field. He saw the touchdown. But a shoestring tackle just stopped him along the way.
Timeout on the field right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Bringing up a big first down.
1st and 10, ball on the 35. So we do have an injury, so we'll be back after this word from Miller's Insurance.
Chester County's most trusted insurance agency. Whether it's for your automobile or your home, a life insurance policy, or coverage for your business. Since 1975, Miller's Insurance Agency has been protecting homes, property, people, and businesses throughout Chester County. Miller's guides you every step of the way, providing the best options, getting you the right policy that works best for you. Contact us today for a no-cost consultation. Miller's Insurance Agency. We're here today for your tomorrows. Visit online at miainc.com.
We are back. We do still have an injured player down for the Warriors. Pete, it's the first game of the year. These players aren't even in school yet. As we see the injured player getting up, players aren't even in school yet, and they're already back on the football field playing a game. But it's great turnout for both teams, actually, for the fans. I'd love to see it's just something about high school football that's different than everything else.
Well, you figure high school football, everybody is a part of it. Everybody goes through high school. Everybody gets to live those fall moments, get to go to homecoming and those big playoff games. So I'm sure the excitement for both schools is back in full effect. Those two-a-days in the hot summer heat, it's back in full effect, and these guys are just ready to play on the field. 1st and 10, ball on the 35.
Faber with the run. He's going to be stopped for a small loss. Might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Depends on the spot.
It seems like Henderson's defense is good when the plays are run or up the middle, but when Oxford spreads them out, their defense gets a little discombobulated, and Oxford finds the holes to get big yardage.
2nd and 11. Another jet sweep. Elijah Thomas, the senior wide receiver. They love getting the wide receivers involved in the running game.
Yes, a lot of jet sweeps, a lot of college plays that they're running. Seems well for the high school football. Gets speed on the outside.
3rd and 7. Minute 16 to go in the first quarter. Play action pass, and that is ruled.
Is it an interception?
They did rule it an interception, a little bit of a delayed call. Nice job on the dive. There was definitely miscommunication between the wide receiver and the quarterback as to what was happening there. There was a flag on Oxford. It was a hold, and it was declined.
It looks like the safety play over the top had got in front of the wide receiver, and he beat the wide receiver to the spot and was able to key the ball and pick up the nice interception. Oxford was driving down the field once again.
Yeah, it was either a miscommunication or just a poor throw, but either way, Warriors did what they needed to do. They got the stop. Now they got to get the offense going and have a drive continue without another penalty stopping them.
Yes.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 20.
Choose towing right here at 10.
Seems like both teams like to use their option very well, get their speed to the outside.
A lot more run-pass option ever since the Eagles really started doing that last year.
Right.
Shotgun formation. And it was another read option there. Several Hornets in the backfield.
Another gang tackle.
The Warriors had some success on that opening drive with a deep pass. They haven't really gone back to it since then. They might need to do that to kind of open up some of those running lanes.
Their quarterback seems to be running with some speed. Let's see if they can get him on the outside.
I guess there's an injury that took place because they sent a player, the ref sent a player off the field.
Maybe some blood out there.
Or some sort of issue with maybe his contact with his head.
Yeah, want to watch out for concussions all year long.
2nd and 11, 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Pressure up the middle. There's another deep pass, and that pass is complete.
That was a beautiful catch.
To Travis Tchaikovsky. I asked 2 different coaches how to say his name, Pete. Hope I still didn't manage to butcher it. Folks, the Chestmont Game of the Week on ChestmontFootball.com is presented this year by the Sunoco Pipeline.
See if their pass game can get them down the field, into the end zone.
As the player rolls out, avoids pressure, throws on the run, and the pass is dropped. The throw was right there. Pass was intended for a receiver at the 50-yard line. Couldn't quite make out the number.
Looked like number 4 there. But it's those type of plays that really shoot yourself in the foot. You're open for the first down and you're moving down the field. You want to keep momentum going to try to get into the end zone.
It was number 4, Jaquil Boggs-Rose. 2nd and 10. Just under 11 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Handoff up the middle. Great job by the back there as there was a defensive player there to meet him. It's point of attack. It was Jay Pierce on the run. That's going to do it for the first quarter here in Oxford. The Hornets lead 8-0 over the visiting Henderson Warriors. We'll be back with second quarter action after a word from our friends from Howitt's. Howitt's Screen Printing and Embroidery is your one-stop shop for all your custom screen printing and embroidery needs. Add your logo design to t-shirts, sweatshirts, and more. For quality printing and embroidery at great prices, Visit them at 113 South 3rd Street in Oxford. Shop online at www.howitts.com or give them a call at 610-932-3697. Howitts, exceeding your expectations. Pete, the Warriors have a 3rd and very manageable here. They got to get this first down. They're only down by 1 possession. I think it would be good for the offense confidence-wise. As we said, very inexperienced team, a new quarterback. If they can have a couple first downs, couple third down conversions on one drive, that would do wonders for them for the rest of this game.
Yeah, I think if they use their spread offense and get their receivers open down the field, it doesn't look like their run game is picking up that much. The second down play would seem to be their longest run play of the game, but we'll see on this play coming up here at the start of the second quarter.
And as we said, on this drive, they have had some success with some deep passes. I don't know if they have enough confidence yet in the young QB to do a play-action pass and try and go for another big play, or do they just try and make sure they get themselves the first down?
Well, these are the moments to build his confidence.
Want to note, the quarterback, SM player, only 5'7", but he's standing there in the pocket making some tough throws, but he's also very strong on the run making those throws. And he takes it himself, showing some speed. He's going to be tackled from behind. It looks like he's got enough for the first down. The sticks were right at the 50, and that's where it looks like the ref is about to spot the ball. And it is a first down.
Yes, even though his size isn't the greatest, he has very much good speed to get him on the outside. If he works on his passing game just a bit more precise and accurate on the field, I think that they'll make their way managed down the field into the end zone.
A lot of high schools will just go with who is the best athlete and put them at quarterback. That happened when I was in high school. I talked to the coach. He said he might not be the best quarterback, but he's the best athlete. We can develop him more.
Yes.
There's a tackle in the backfield. Great job by the Hornets. That is Robert Thomas on the run.
Oxford's defensive line is sniffing out that run. They're keeping an eye on the quarterback to see if he'll fake the handoff. But if he doesn't, the Oxford defenders are right on the running back, and it's not picking up that very much good yardage during each play.
8 returning starters on defense, including an all-Chestmont player. You're seeing some of that experience.
A high snap.
That's some player just trying to make something of it, throws it away. I think he was trying to complete the pass, but just on the run, it's not always the easiest to be accurate. Probably better for him that it was a high pass. Sometimes young quarterback tries to make a play and just throws it up.
Yes, it was very well that he got it out of bounds. He was about to get sacked and didn't want to get an interception as they were driving downfield. So let's see what they can get on this third down.
3rd and 12. They were able to pick up a 3rd and short on this drive. 3rd and long. You don't have as many plays in the playbook. Do they try and go to Travis Tchaikovsky again, who had a nice grab already on this drive?
Another high snap.
And that throws the player off. Now he has to roll out deep in the backfield, and he is going to be tackled from behind.
It seems as the high snaps are losing some time for the offensive play to develop. As soon as the quarterback grabs the ball out of the air with one hand, a defender is in his face. The offensive line really has to give him time for the play to articulate.
A lot of football is about timing, and you are, as we said, there's not a lot of plays in the playbook to try and get you 12 yards, and if you're even losing a half a second, that could blow up an entire play. Aston player did his best to try and avoid the pressure, but too much time. Much better punt this time for the Warriors. As the Hornets let it bounce, it's going to go inside the 20, inside the 10. Going to go dead around the 7.5. That's where the Hornets will take over after this word from the Terry Funeral Home.
Since 1997, the James J. Terry Funeral Home has been providing meaningful and personalized funeral and cremation services in Downingtown. We've now expanded into western Chester County and have opened our second location on Lincoln Highway in Coatesville. Let our friendly and professional staff show you the benefits of pre-planning your funeral arrangements. Pre-arranging provides your family with options ahead of time and can ease future financial burden. We'll be glad to assist you in your pre-arrangement process in the Downingtown or Coatesville location. Let the James J. Terry Funeral Home be there for you and your family in your time of need.
Kamansky taken down after no gain there on first down. They tried the quarterback draw again.
Seems like Oxford still wants to run with the QB option. It seems like it might be their best option at the moment.
They did give him a yard. 2nd and 9 for the Hornets, looking to add to their lead. Pass is complete to Brandon McWilliams.
Kamansky to McWilliams.
Gain of about 3.5.
That's going to be a gain of 4. Sets up
It seems as they want Kaminsky's speed to go with the QB option or get McWilliams on the outside to get his speed going down the field. Seems like they're the two key players at the moment.
3rd and 5. Can the Warriors get a stop here? And they do. Great tackle in the backfield.
That's number 9, Nick Woodward for the Warriors.
That was Nick Woodward in the backfield. He was there basically as soon as that ball was snapped.
And it seemed like Henderson played good field position on that drive. The punt landed Oxford in the 10-yard line. Henderson played good defense. Let's see where this punt will land them and see if they can not get in the end zone.
Yeah, the Warriors are setting up the return man at the 45. The punter, as you said, in the end zone. High snap, but they do not send anybody trying to block that punt. Great punt, though. Is this going to bounce past the 50, inside the 45? What a fantastic punt. So the Hornets get out of their own territory with a fantastic punt. The Warriors are still going to have great field position after this word from the Sunoco Pipeline.
Would you rather have this, or this? Underground pipelines safely moving America's energy. We are Sunoco Pipeline.
We are back at Oxford High School. It's the inaugural game of the 2018 season of the Chestmont Game of the Week on ChestmontFootball.com. ChestmontFootball.com's Chestmont Game of the Week is produced by 3CTV Live. That's right, 3CTVLive.com. There's an event going on in Chester County. They'll take you there.
A good snap this time.
Edson Player, though, didn't realize there was a defensive back coming up. He got lured into the throw. Great job breaking up the pass there
and luckily,
by the Hornets.
Luckily, the cornerback wasn't there immediately. It could have been an interception, and it was green light in front of him.
That's something that Edson Player is going to learn as a young quarterback. Game moves a lot quicker than what you expect.
Yes, very much quicker than practice.
So Player hands it off to Robert Thomas.
This first half seems like a really good defensive game plan on both sides. Besides that one big play by Kaminsky, both teams aren't letting either side really get down the field, playing very good field position.
And a lot of that is because for the offense, it's timing, and even though they've been practicing, they haven't been playing against another team. So something that may have worked in practice, well, you're going up against completely different players, maybe a better quality athlete than you're usually matched up against in practice.
Yes, this first game always gets the jitters out, always see what plays run and whatnot.
3rd and 10, ball on the 43, a little bit of a lower snap this time. As the player throws it up, but is a couple yards out of bounds. No chance for his wide receiver there. Pass was intended for Travis Tchaikovsky.
4th and 10, so we change the punt team out.
4th and 10 for the Warriors. They're going to have to punt.
Seems as though Travis is their deep man down the field. Anytime they look to see it, get a big play, a big gain, they want to throw it down his side. And let's see if they'll work him into the game plan a little bit more, not just on the deep pass.
Based on how the punts have been thus far tonight for the Warriors, the Hornets look like they should have decent field position. So the last punt was better.
See if we can see a return on this play.
little bit of a shorter kick that did bounce. Going to be just shy of the 25-yard line. The Hornets will look to extend their lead. Eight to nothing is your score. 7:30 to go here in the second half. First and 10, ball on the 25. Can Brett Kamansky come up with another big run? Can they get the passing game going? Right now it's a toss play to Timothy Faber.
Good run to the outside for a minimal gain.
Faber last year, a little over 500 yards, total yards, 7 touchdowns. As we said in the pregame, they lost a 1,000-yard wide receiver into Shields. They lost their starting quarterback in England. So some new faces on the offense, only 5 returning starters. Kamansky kept it, threw it into double coverage.
A good play action there, but a little inaccurate with the receiver going across the middle. It seems as they want to either spread Henderson on the outside with the wide receiver sweeps, the QB options, or when they want to get in a deep pass play, they run their receivers with a cross across the middle.
Oh, a mix-up there as Kamansky turned to one side for a handoff, and the running back was on the other side. There is a flag on the play. He did have enough for the first down, but I see some Warriors players pointing as though the penalty is on the Hornets. The ref signaled first down, but then another official signaled it was offensive holding. I don't think the white hat was aware that there was a penalty.
Yeah, a little laundry brings him back.
That play was doomed from the start. As we said, Kamansky turning one way. You had Faber running the other way.
And like you said, with the first game, it's a lot of plays that they went over during the summer that when it's live action during the game, not everything works out as it does in practice and during the summer.
You pointed out earlier that the defense was playing well for both teams, and that's something Coach Stephen Adams has to be happy with. He wanted his team to get back to their old defensive ways. It's a first-year head coach, a former Warrior, so he knows what Warrior football means to the Westchester community. That pass is overthrown by several yards, and the intended receiver started tripping, and it looked like he kind of grabbed the defensive back a little bit. Now, there was no way that pass was getting intercepted, but a little too much on that pass.
And if it was open for interception, it looks like he would have been called for the offensive pass interference rather than him looking for the defensive pass interference. The pass was thrown over his head, and we'll see what happens on this third down.
Oh, actually, 4th and 10 there.
Oh, 4th down.
Scoreboard here in the stadium's had a couple of times where they've had it a little different than the sticks on the field. Low line drive kick, bounces at the 50. Going to be great field position for the Warriors again. Can they put some points on the board? We'll find out after this word from Chester County Transmissions.
Hi, this is Andy at Chester County Transmissions. We're a full-service automotive shop here in Coastal Pennsylvania that also specializes in transmission and driveline repair. Just so you know, for all your automotive needs, we're here to take care of you. State inspections, whatever you need. Our number here is 610-384-2879.
Good morning, Chester County Transmissions. Rich speaking. How can I help you?
Please stop in, give us a call. God bless.
Pete, it seems like whenever we go to a commercial break and it's the Hornets coming on the field, they get on the field a lot quicker, and we're coming back during a play. Whenever it's the Warriors, they're a little bit slower, but they also have a younger quarterback. Even though it's first year starting for both quarterbacks, I think they're taking a little bit more time to get the play calls correct. And a great job breaking out of the tackle there by Robert Thomas.
See if they can start off the drive with that good run and try to get into the end zone.
A first down run for Henderson. They used to be strictly an option team. It was run the ball, run the ball, run the ball, and they pretty much could not pass it. but they've had a couple decent passes tonight, open things up a little bit for the running game. As the player takes it himself. Avoids one tackler, going to be tackled by 3 or 4 Hornets, but he's able to pick up a solid gain there. Looked like he was going to be stopped for a gain of just 1.
That was a good run by the young quarterback. Try to get some, good yardage and keep getting first down so they can get closer to the end zone. This half is almost over, so we'll see how much they can put into this drive here.
Pickup of 7 on that play. 5:53 to go here in the first half. 8-0, Oxford leads. As the player rolls out looking for an open target, and he's going to be tackled from behind for a loss.
Number 44.
It's a great job by John Renninger. Just nobody got open, Pete.
It looks like he was trying to set up the screen play, but the screen wasn't open. He has to let the ball go out of bounds when he's outside of the pocket.
Kind of seemed like a coverage sack there where the player was waiting for the play to develop, and nothing happened. Brings up a 3rd and 11. We said about a 3rd and 12 earlier. You don't have many plays in the playbook for 3rd and long.
Right. Let's see if they can get some of their players on the outside or get one of their deep passes in.
Shotgun formation. As the player completes the pass to Lodato. Going to be short of the first down, but do they maybe try and go for it here? Are they too far for a field goal? If they punt, do they want to run the risk of it going into the end zone and being a touchback? It's 4th and 6. Ball on the 39. Looks like they are going to go for it. I think that's the right decision.
I think it is too. Let's see if they can get the best play in their playbook. Try to get the first down.
All right, Hornets got a hold of 4th and 6.
Shotgun formation. That's the player drops back. Low snap. It's going to be a pooch punt. And that looks like a good call as that ball is going to be down at the 11-yard line. You see that a lot in high school where the quarterback just does the pooch punt. And he did that little step back, which was kind of the giveaway. More snap issues for the Warriors. Oxford leads 8-0. They had that great opening drive touchdown run by Brett Kamansky, but they've kind of struggled to get anything else going. Now, they have the lead. They have to be happy, but I know they were really wanting the offense to gel early in this game just to kind of get things going to start the season. Can they put some more points on the board on this drive? Man in motion. Screen pass to Faber. Does a nice job with the yards after the catch.
Seems like they're going to try to keep screening until they get down the field and get that touchdown again.
2nd and 1. He was tackled at the 20-yard line.
Oh, fumble.
Oh, trouble on the exchange. That looks like it's recovered by the Warriors. Have to wait for the official signal, and it is Henderson football. Trouble on the exchange. That's the 2nd time tonight we've seen Faber and Kamansky not on the same page. We'll see if the Warriors can get their first points of the game after this word from Beaver Creek Tavern. Whether looking for the best burgers in Chester County, a place to host your private event, or a relaxing place to enjoy daily food and drink specials, Beaver Creek Tavern has you covered. Serving classic American fare with gluten-free and vegetarian options available. To get the party started, go to 1350 Bondsville Road in Downeytown or call 484-593-0481. We'll see you there. A turnover on the Hornets. 1st and 10, ball on the 15-yard line.
A good run.
Handoff goes to Jay Pierce.
Seemed like a good run to start off their drive. They're close to 1st and goal. Let's see if they can get it into the end zone on this drive.
Looks like it was. We had a little bit of a angle issue here. Was a pickup, 7 there, 2nd and 3. Warriors looking for their first points of the 2018 season. It's the inaugural game of the 2018 season, the Chestmont Game of the Week on ChestmontFootball.com. Man in motion. Handoff goes to Pierce.
That was a good tackle. A good tackle. If that tackle wasn't there, I think he would have ran inside of the end zone.
And
number 66, Joe.
It is enough for a first down. But I agree with you, Pete. That was a gain of about 3. That could have been a touchdown. First and goal, 2:27 to go in the first half.
Their first time in the red zone. Let's see if they can come away with 6.
Warriors looking to get on the board. And they're going to call a timeout. You know what? I think it's the right decision. Make sure they have the right play.
Warriors timeout.
Their first timeout of the half. You don't get to bring them into the second half, so smart decision there by Coach Adams. Wanted to talk things over with his young quarterback.
I think just to get the nervousness out of them. They know that they're close to the end zone, and they want to score to get that 6 and be down by 1 or maybe 2 or tie it up. But they just want to get into the end zone and get their young players, the jitters out of them, the nervousness, and make sure that they call the right play. Make sure that their game plan is in full effect.
Folks, just a reminder, you can follow us on Twitter at ChestmontFB. Like us on Facebook at 3CTVLive.com. Or follow us on Instagram at 3CTV Live's account.
First half is almost done. I'll get out of the 90s here in a little while.
What do you think? Look to keep the running game going? It looks like they've had the most success with the run-pass option.
I think if they look for a QB option here, maybe the middle will be open.
Looks like SM players feeling comfortable whenever he's rolling out, when it's a designed rollout. When he's being forced to roll out due to pressure, he seems to struggle a little bit. But
yes.
So maybe something where he rolls out. If the pass isn't there, he takes it himself.
And hopefully the snap isn't high this time.
Or did they just hand it off to Jay Pierce? It's a handoff to Pierce. Lowers his head. And he's in for the score. 5-yard touchdown run. Jay Pierce to get the Warriors their first points of the season.
And it was a good run up the middle. We see that they didn't have to do anything extraordinary to get the couple of yards into the end zone. Give it behind their big back. Make their linemen push forward and try to get that 6 points. Looks like they're going to set up for the field goal to make it a 1-point score.
The Warriors kicker is Joe Schur. The extra point is up, and it is good. 8-7, Oxford leads. Pete, for our listeners that have been hearing me speak the last couple of years, you know I'm a lover of special teams. They were sound in the kicking game there.
Yes. It was a good kick. Didn't go straight through the middle, but it's made its way through it good enough to make it a 1-point score right before the half. I'm sure Oxford wants to get back onto the field with their offense to try to get another touchdown, but we'll see if Henderson's defense can stop them and they go into the half 7-8.
The Chestmont Game of the Week on ChestmontFootball.com is presented by the Sunoco Pipeline, an energy transfer partnership. Chestmont Game of the Week is also brought to you by SWI. SWI, or Service Wholesale Incorporated, is your place to go for building materials and products. They supply quality materials for the building, construction, remodeling, and lumber industries. Their motto is service with integrity. Visit them at 4810 Horseshoe Pike in Downingtown or call them at 610-518-5187. That's SWI. Pete, it's been a pretty competitive game. We've only seen 2 touchdowns, but we've seen some strong defensive plays, couple sacks. Saw a turnover.
I think both defensive line or both teams are very well containing the quarterback in the running game. When they get to the outside, a little bit of yardage gains, but as far as the middle and the QB options up the middle, the runs up the middle, the defensive line are on their toes tonight.
That ball is muffed, and the return man's knee did touch the ground, which makes it a dead play. Very frustrated with himself is Anthony Woody, the senior receiver.
Gets it out to the 15.
Going to be 1st and 10 from the 15 for the Hornets. He's very frustrated with himself because he did have some room to run.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. But it seems like Oxford is starting on the farthest field position that they have all game.
1st and 10, ball on the 15, 2:20 to go here in the first half. Rolling out is Kamansky. Throws it. Pass is complete.
I don't know if that was his intended receiver, but McWilliams surely did pick up the grab.
Brandon McWilliams, it looked like there was another receiver coming across the middle of the field. And I'm thinking, oh, he threw it behind him. Boom, McWilliams goes down, makes the grab. 2nd and 1, ball on the 24.
Oxford in a hurry-up offense.
They get the first down. They have 3 timeouts left. And also, of course, the clock stops for a first down for the chains to move in high school.
Move the chains.
It's under 2 minutes here. We're around the 30-yard line. Let's see if Oxford can make their way down the field.
Great job by the offensive line.
Oh,
giving Kamansky time to throw it just a little too far. Very strong throw, but what a job by the line, Pete.
Yes, a very good hold-up. And McWilliams, if he wasn't double coverage, he might have had a very great attempt at catching that pass.
2nd and 10, ball on the 25, 1:38 to go. I like it when a team tries to just open things up. They went for it. They still have 2nd and 3rd down to just try and get a first down, but I like going for the big play there. Kamansky takes it himself, going to be tackled at the 30.
Looks like he tried to run the same play where he scored the long touchdown with that quarterback option going up the middle, but it seems like Henderson is ready for it now. Hasn't gained that much yardage on any quarterback option since the touchdown at the beginning of the game.
Handoff goes to McWilliams.
A missed tackle in the backfield. A very missed tackle in the backfield to pick up good yardage.
But it's going to be stopped short. It's going to be 4th down. We are under a minute. I'm surprised Henderson. Oh, wait. Let's see. Oh, it actually looks like. Yeah. Thought the ref pointed the wrong way. I was surprised the Warriors didn't call a timeout, and the ref started pointing as though Oxford called it, which that ref was on the Henderson sideline. So he quickly turned around. Oop, nope, it's a Henderson timeout.
Right. See if Henderson can get a good punt return if Oxford decides to punt and get their way down the field to either get in the end zone or try to get a field goal before the half.
Want to thank our friend at Sports Metal Geek sending us a tweet saying that Downingtown East is leading Plymouth Whitemarsh 21-0 with 4 minutes to go until halftime. So Downingtown East looking like they're having a very strong start to the season.
Yes. They'll probably be one of the other powerhouses in the Chestmont this year as well.
And Downingtown West, who has struggled the last few years, are ranked very highly because of their quarterback, Will Howard. Coatesville, of course, looks like going to have another strong year as Aaron Young and Ricky Ortega are most preseason all offensive teams, or all state teams, all Southeastern PA teams. And, of course, they have Dupree Bryant as well. Warriors looking to get back to that level. Pass is.
But did you see the trick play? It was a handoff to the running back, and he tried to throw it over the linebacker's head to try to get the first down, but didn't work on that try.
Strange play giving the Warriors great field position in Oxford territory, but I guess they were just trying to catch him off guard.
with 49 seconds left, they might have a lot of trust in their defense. Let's see if that trust kicks them in the butt or not.
Just under 50 seconds to go here in the first half. 8-7 is your score. I am Mikey Dunn, joined by Pete Foster in the broadcast booth. Going to have Alan Foster postgame with the interview with the victorious coach. Last year, week 1, it was Oxford coach Mike Means. Shotgun formation, Essen player with some pressure in his face right away. He does a great job to avoid the pressure. There is a flag. He gained about a half a yard. We have to see who the flag is on. Looked like it might be in the area of offensive holding.
Looks like that was number 7, Mansky out there.
The defensive players are signaling that it's going to go backwards. We'll see if it's a hold on the play.
And that was Brett Kamansky on the tackle there. That's right, the quarterback. He was a defensive starter last season and is now the quarterback. But you see a lot of Iron Man football. And it is offensive holding against Henderson. They had great field position. They've still in Hornet territory, but with 40 seconds left, they need a couple big plays. They still want to score before the half, although we did see their kicker look pretty good on the extra point. Can they get him in field goal range? Do they know what his range is yet this year?
Right. A lot of questions to be answered during the first week of football.
That's the player's pass is incomplete. He threw it well behind his wide receiver. Travis Tchaikovsky, the intended target, was not expecting to have to try and pronounce that name so many times in the first half.
It was a very short pass, so it would have been a very short gain. Let's see if they just try to run the clock out with a run play here, get into halftime, and regroup during the second half.
I can see them maybe trying to do one more go at decent yardage, as it is a running play. And the clock keeps running. So that may very well be the final play. Oh, no. Warriors call another timeout. As the looks like on the field. The press box wasn't aware that the timeout was occurred because they kept the clock running, but the ref was signaling. Not the strongest whistle there by the official, but
right.
I just saw him doing the arm signals.
And we'll see what type of play they come out with after the timeout break. See if they try to air it out down the field to try to get in a field goal position and take a 2-point lead going into halftime.
2003 to 2005 Honda Pilot. Tag number PAFGW9543.
This is the Chessmont Game of the Week on ChessmontFootball.com. Just a reminder, you miss any of this game tonight, go on to YouTube, type in ChessmontFootball.com, Chessmont Football. You'll find our page. All the games are archived on there. We have games from last season. You missed the exciting ending to the Warriors-Hornets game last year at Henderson. You can go on there and watch it. I rewatched the final couple minutes of that game in preparation to this game. And it was just as exciting, and I saw it live last year.
Yes. It's one of the good things about streaming live and having it on platforms where you can go back and watch. You can see your favorite plays from the season before and actually get ready for the team that you're playing the next week.
Warriors ball, 3rd and 14 right now.
Maybe get some angles that your school's film crew didn't get.
Right.
3rd and 14, ball on the 39. That's the player lined up in the shotgun. He goes for the deep pass, nowhere near the intended target. It's going to bring up 4th and 14. They'd be smart just to punt the ball here.
Yeah, it would be smart to just punt the ball. Let's see if they can get Oxford down and close to the end zone, and I guess you could say bad field position for them. And let's see if they'll just try to run the clock out.
Anything short of a block punt, you think that the Hornets are going to be backed up deep, and with this amount of time left, 11 seconds, they're not really going to try and do anything offensively. They want to make sure that they don't commit a penalty here or roughing the punter or something.
Right.
At halftime, we'll try and have some other Chessmont scores for you. Early in the Shanahan game, they were leading 6-0.
seemed like they had a good season last year as well in Chestmont.
Sun Valley leading their matchup 20-0, only halfway through the first quarter. They were a playoff team last year. As usual, we've got a lot of great games on the schedule for the Chestmont Game of the Week this season. We have those games posted on ChestmontFootball.com, or if you follow us on Twitter, we have it posted there as well. Next week, we have Academy Park at Unionville. The following week, it's Cumberland Valley at Coatesville. And you'll see these Henderson Warriors again. This time, that time they'll be the home team against Downtown West on September 14th. That's the best punt of the night for the Warriors. And they're able to down it at the 1-yard line. Fantastic job by the Warriors special teams.
Yes, fantastic field position, getting the Oxford team into the very close to the goal line. They can't just knee it and get away from the half. Let's see if they'll get a run play. Yes.
I don't know if you just do a quarterback sneak just to try and have the play happen. You don't want to take the time to have another
safety
or another fumble on a handoff.
Yes. A safety or a handoff can be horrible at this time right now.
7 seconds to go.
And it's just a little QB sneak, as we had said.
And the Hornets, I heard some of the coordinators say they wanted a timeout there, but that's going to do it for the first half. It is the Oxford Hornets 8, the Henderson Warriors 7. We'll be back with second half action in just a little bit. Stay tuned. We are live back here at Oxford High School as the Oxford Hornets lead the Henderson Warriors 8-7. It was Brett Kamansky with a 50-yard touchdown run on the opening drive of the game for the Hornets. Scoring late in the second half for the Warriors was Jay Pierce on a 5-yard touchdown. The extra point was good, and that is where we stand in this game. But some other Chestmont scores for you. Downtown East leads Plymouth Whitemarsh 28-0 at halftime. Bishop Shanahan leads their game 18-0. Unionville, who made a deep playoff run last year, trails Garnet Valley 21-3. Westchester East leads CR North 14-7. Avongrove and Kennett, two more teams with a Chestmont divisional game occurring in the first week. They're tied 7-7. Downingtown West leads Perkiomen Valley 14-13, and that game is a 1-point game because Downingtown West blocked an extra point of Perk Valley, so can get it out of the way. You got to be sound in the kicking game. Yes, that's going to be one of probably 50 times in the first couple weeks, I will say that. But it always seems to come up big, and the best special teams play of this game thus far had to be the final punt of the half by the Warriors. It was a long punt that also was downed at the 1, so it was a great job all around by the Warriors. Will their scoring on their last drive of the half propel them to greater success in the second half? Can the Hornets, who are getting the ball to start the half, can they regain the success they had on the opening drive? As both teams are now back on the field, we got about 2 minutes and 45 seconds until the second half kickoff. And last year's game saw the Warriors have a 2-score lead, and then the Hornets come back to get the win on a touchdown very late in the fourth quarter. That ended a streak of 16 straight opening game wins for the Warriors. Well, they're looking to start a new streak this year. Want to thank those of you who have stuck with us. We knew there was some connection issues for some of you watching. Please tune back in now. Want to thank those of you that stuck around. Hey, if you follow us on Twitter, we were providing you some score updates there. But we are ready to give you second half action. Joined back in the booth again by Pete Foster. And Pete, you just brought up tonight's giveaway. It is a hat, an Oxford hat, courtesy of Howitz, and we have an SWI t-shirt. Feels like very comfortable material, Pete.
Yeah, it looks very nice too.
So here's what you do to win those prizes. You have to follow us on Twitter. Go ahead and message us. And what we want you to do is we want you to say, to get the Oxford hat, it's going to be random winner selected. You need to tell us who scored the first touchdown of the season on the Chestmont Game of the Week. And for the SWI shirt, we are going to name a drive of the game. We're going to name that drive of the game in the fourth quarter. We're going to say this was the drive of the game. You're going to need to tell us what player we said was the key to that play to be the SWI t-shirt winner. Because, hey, SWI is your key to getting, building materials.
Right.
So you got to tell us the key player on the key drive of the game. So Oxford hat, courtesy of Howitz, SWI t-shirt, courtesy of SWI. Follow us on Twitter at ChestmontFB. Direct message us. Again, the player of the game, the key drive for the SWI shirt. Who scored the first touchdown of the season for Oxford? We gave it away. Not gonna lie, we are gonna do another score recap at the end of the game. We already did the recap for you here at halftime. Pete, I'm excited to see what's going to happen here in the second half. It kind of seemed like the jitters went away a little bit there. There weren't as many penalties in the second quarter. We did still have little things not quite worked out correctly for the offenses, but the Warriors really seem to get things going. Can the Hornets get it back together?
Yeah, we'll see if the Hornets can get things back together. Both teams seem to have a good defensive game plan. Like we mentioned a couple times during the broadcast, that a lot of their yardage are coming off of sweeps and quarterback options. But without those and plays up the middle and pass plays, both teams are evenly matched, it seems as, and we'll see if this becomes a more high-scoring game or still a low-scoring game.
Plenty of football left to play, as we are seconds away from the kickoff to start the second half, and it is going to bounce at about the 15, and it is Anthony Woody with a very strong return. We talked in the first half, he was a little disappointed with himself when he had a chance to get a good return, and he bobbled the ball. Solid return there to start off the second half. It's going to give the Hornets 1st and 10 from their own 35.
Yes, a very solid return, good field position. We'll see if the offense can break loose. We'll see if McWilliams or Kamansky can commend their team down the field.
Can Faber maybe have a big run? Play action. Kamansky's lobs it up there. It's thrown a couple yards out of bounds. No chance for his receiver there. The intended target was Elijah Thomas.
Yeah, we see that he does have a good deep pass. Just some of the throws are inaccurate.
Yeah, he's got the arm. He's got to work on the accuracy. Again, he was starting safety last year. He's still a starting safety, but he was primarily defensive player last year. The quarterback last season was Chandler England.
And I'm sure if he goes on to plays football in college, he'll probably be a safety there as well.
Man in motion. Kamansky takes it himself. Fighting for those tough yards. He's going to be, depending on the spot, I'd say he's a couple inches short of the first down. Made me a little nervous the way he was holding the ball, but once the extra Warriors came over, he got a tighter grip.
Yeah, it was a good illusion play, too. I thought McWilliams had actually got the ball and was stopped in the backfield, but Kamansky took it and fooled not only me, but the defense as well.
And it wasn't enough for the first down. I guess he stuck the ball out as he was being tackled. And he takes it again. This time the Warriors are ready. Was very impressed with the defensive line play for both teams, but especially the Warriors in that first half.
Yes, Henderson played a very good front seven. They didn't let up a lot of passing yards, a lot of running yards, except for that one quarterback option sneak. But other than that, they've been stopping a lot of the runs in the backfield and keeping good field position during the game as well.
2nd and 10, ball on their own 45. 11 minutes to go here in the third quarter. It's a toss play. Faber with the big run. He's going up the sideline, and he's going to go. 55-yard touchdown run, Timothy Faber.
And that's the play of the game that they've been waiting for. They've been waiting to break out their run with not only the quarterback, but with their running backs as well. We've seen fumbles during gameplay and a lot of miscues, but that was the first big run that we've seen during live action.
Showing great speed there. They went for 2 the first time out, but there was also some issue with getting the kicker on the field on their first touchdown. It looks like they are lining up to attempt the extra point. The kicker is Tyler Brooks, Jr., kicker for the Hornets. Again, new kicker this season.
And touchdowns like that maybe take away a bit of momentum.
And that kick had no chance. The kick is no good. The score is 14-7. Oxford leads. We'll be back after this word from Miller's Insurance.
Chester County's most trusted insurance agency. Whether it's for your automobile or your home, a life insurance policy, or coverage for your business. Since 1975, Miller's Insurance Agency has been protecting homes, property, people, and businesses throughout Chester County. Miller's guides you every step of the way, providing the best options, getting you the right policy that works best for you. Contact us today for a no-cost consultation. Miller's Insurance Agency. We're here today for your tomorrows. Visit online at miainc.com.
We are back here at Oxford High School as the Hornets did what they did in the first half, scoring on the opening drive. They had a 50-yard touchdown run on their first drive of the game, a 55-yard touchdown run on their first drive of the second half. Yes, they missed the extra point, but hey, they got the 2-point conversion on their first touchdown, so they're still up by 7.
Right. The big plays are keeping them in the game. We'll just see if they can keep with the big plays during the game or if Henderson stops them down. It seems like at the beginning of each half, the big plays are coming in, but Henderson seems to gel afterwards.
Now that extra point attempt would make me a little nervous if they needed to try and do a kick at another point in this game. I don't know if it was an issue with the hold, if it was an issue with just not getting lined up correctly, or just a poor strike of the ball, but they just got to be careful if they need to do any more kicks in this game.
We've seen some very bad snaps for this game, especially on Henderson, where the ball has been high on a lot of the snaps during live action.
They don't know if there was a snap or the hold, or if it was just a poor kick, but something was not right there. Great job by the kickoff coverage by the Hornets, as the return man for the Warriors was Nick Vitucci, and he had nowhere to go. He was trying to find an open lane.
It seems like when Oxford goes to tackle, they gang tackle to the ball. When one guy gets there, 2 or 3 guys come, and they're relentless to the attack.
Chestmont Game of the Week is brought to you by Howitt's. That's right, Howitt's Screen Printing and Embroidery is your one-stop shop for all your custom screen printing and embroidery needs. Add your logo or design to T-shirts, sweatshirts, and more. For quality printing and embroidery at great prices, visit them at 113 South 3rd Street in Oxford. Shop online at www.howitts.com or give them a call at 610-932-3697. That's Howitts, exceeding your expectations.
A missed tackle in the backfield. Good cuts.
Yeah, great job cutting back by Jay Pierce.
That was a very good run, very strong run.
Number 32, Jay Pierce.
First down run. Pierce maybe getting some confidence after his touchdown run.
Yes.
very elusive on that play. They had a very talented running back last year. I mean, they had some talent. For a team that only had one win, they had some offensive talent. The problem was, as we said, they were more of an option team, and once they got down, they just had trouble coming back. 1st and 10, ball at the 32. Good snap there, but not a strong throw. Pete, looks like they got one thing figured out. They've had a couple good snaps on the first 2 plays, but that throw had no chance.
Yeah, they just have to figure their passing game out. There was a few good passes that they had during the first half, but they just have to figure their pass game out and see if they run the ball a little bit more. Their running game seems to be opening things up down the field.
The Warriors are looking to answer the great 55-yard touchdown run by Timothy Faber. Second and 10. 10:05 to go here in the third quarter. And wow, the Hornets had 5 players in the backfield. Did anybody block on that play?
No, they had that run sniffed out from the gate.
Number 6 was the first one to get in on that for the Hornets.
The linebackers were in queue and in position. They read the holes and they stopped that run play before it even started.
Right now at the 29-yard line.
3rd and 14. The Warriors have struggled in the 3rd and longs thus far tonight. Asapel rolls out, and that looked like a run all the way, and he had nowhere to run and nowhere to hide.
It seems like if they're in their passing plays, each one is rolled out to the right side. The quarterback is not staying in the pocket. I wonder if that is because of the line or is this the design option for the play.
Maybe I guess just give him a chance if he needs to run.
Yes.
He can, but the Hornets, good coverage, and they're just getting through this offensive line right now. Will this be a strong punt like the last one was? It is a high punt.
Very high punt.
But not very long, and it's bouncing the wrong way. I don't know why the Warriors let it bounce an extra couple yards instead of downing it.
It was a very high bounce they gave Oxford, very good field position. Let's see if they'll try to run it again with Favors and try to get into the end zone.
The Chestmont Game of the Week on ChestmontFootball.com is presented by the Sunoco Pipeline. Sunoco Pipeline and Energy Transfer Partnership. Pete, we didn't really have much time, or we just did not. We failed to bring up. This is a very talented Hornet offensive line. We'll finish that thought after this run. McWilliams just fighting to try and get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's funny that you said that as soon as they got a play that was brought into the backfield.
However, they've run that play several times tonight, so I think the Warriors were starting to look for it. But this offensive line is really experienced on the interior of the line, and the leader of that line is the center Sam Blevins.
2nd and 13 right now.
Coach Mike Means said it's one of the best leaders he's ever had. Kamansky, screen pass to Faber. Faber's got room to run. He's got a Hornet first down.
It looks like they want to get Favors into the open field and use his speed the best way they can.
Met by number 31, Mason Baldwin.
Always loved the screen pass. It might be because when I played football with my friends growing up, I didn't have the best hands, so they had to throw me a lot of screen passes. But also, it gets the ball in a playmaker's hands. I'm not the biggest fan of the bubble screen, but regular running back screen. Kamansky taken down in the backfield. Fantastic job by Jordan Lodato.
Yeah, Lodato is having a lot of tackles into the backfield tonight. See if you can get some more help on the defensive side.
When I was preparing for this game, reading up about the Warriors, I saw his name in several different articles. Very talented player. Was one of the better players for the Warriors last season, looking to build on that.
And it shows. He gets to the ball very quickly. Here's that quarterback option again.
Kamansky's got enough for the first down. He's very elusive.
Looks like they want to hurry up and get back to the ball to try to get into the end zone quickly.
When they think they've got him, he just makes that one cut.
And that is special about playing safety and quarterback. You get to read a lot of the defenses.
And we have a timeout called by the Henderson Warriors. We'll be back after this word from the Sunoco Pipeline.
When we build a pipeline, safety is our top priority. Our highly skilled engineers, environmental scientists, wildlife biologists, and geologists design our pipelines to follow the safest routes with the smallest environmental footprint possible. We use state-of-the-art technology and testing protocols, so we know our pipelines will operate safely for decades. America relies on energy. We get it to you safely. We are Sunoco Pipeline.
From the 11, Kamansky doing what he can to try and get some positive yardage, but if you're a Hornet fan, you have to consider what a missed opportunity they had. It's going to bring up a fourth down. They're going to try to kick it again, Pete.
We'll see. We'll see if the snap is great this time. See if they can get 3 points on the board, take an extra lead.
Pick up a 6 on that play.
It seems Kamansky is pretty well reading his blocks and getting good cuts and finding open space on the field.
Kick is up, and it is good. What a complete difference from that extra point attempt. And the Hornets take the 17-7 lead with 4:55 to go in the third quarter. We'll be back after this word from the Terry Funeral Home.
Since 1997, the James J. Terry Funeral Home has been providing meaningful and personalized funeral and cremation services in Downingtown. We've now expanded into western Chester County and have opened our second location on Lincoln Highway in Coatesville. Let our friendly and professional staff show you the benefits of pre-planning your funeral arrangements. Pre-arranging provides your family with options ahead of time and can ease future financial burden. We'll be glad to assist you in your pre-arrangement process in the Downingtown or Coatesville location. Let the James J. Terry Funeral Home be there for you and your family in your time of need.
We are back at Oxford High School as the Hornets just had a very nice field goal to take a 10-point lead. You have to think, though, what would have happened if Kamansky realized he had one Warrior covering two Hornets?
I wonder if they have audibles in their playbook. You know, not a lot of offenses in the high school level run a lot of audible plays, and if the quarterback sees the play that doesn't work the first time, they run another one that, you know, may get them positive yardage.
Trouble on the return. Warriors end up getting up to the 23. That was Jay Pierce. So they'll have 1st and 10. Caught the, it looks like they spotted him at the 24.
Yeah, it seemed like a very good pickup. Well, not a very good pickup, but a positive gain after muffling the handling of the kickoff.
(17-7). Can the Warriors make this a one-possession game?
1st and 10 at the Warriors' 24-yard line.
Handoff to Robert Thomas. No room to run. You can tell the Hornet defense is getting some confidence.
Yeah, they're getting in the backfield on almost every run play there is.
8 starters back, but also a lot of the bench players or subs, they got time playing with the varsity team last year.
I wonder if they let their quarterback run a little bit more. Would that pick up positive yardage? Or let him throw out of the pocket instead of rolling to the outside, even though that may be a design play.
As some players pass out of bounds, no chance on that one.
It seems like every pass play that is taking place is either overthrown or going out of bounds. Let's see if they try to shorter pass plays, maybe a 5 and in or things as that.
3rd and 14, the 3rd and longs. If you're a Warriors fan, there's been too many of them tonight, but they have had no success on those 3rd and longs so far. They trail by 10. We still have a lot of time left. 3:56 to go in the 3rd quarter. I don't know if there was a player. Confused as to what the ref is doing. Was there a player that wasn't allowed to be in, or there seems to be a lot of confusion. The ref signaled something to the Warriors. They changed players. Then the player who was coming in didn't know what was going on. A little bit of confusion there, but Warriors look like they're ready to play. They're going for the deep pass, and it is intercepted. What an interception by Nathan Farrow. We said he was the all-Chestmont safety last year. The pass was intended for Ryan Tuig, the number 22, covered by number 22, and it was overthrown. But Farrow laid out and made the grab.
Yeah, like I said, it seems like all these passes are overthrown, and it's given the defenders a play on the ball each time, unless it's going out of bounds. They should start with shorter pass plays and really try to work on our run game to see if they can get downfield to close the gap with the score.
Nathan Farrow laying out. You love to see that. Sometimes in the pros you think, oh, maybe this guy's just playing for money. He doesn't care. The high school level, you see these players care.
Yes, yes. Because they want to get to the collegiate level and maybe even farther.
Kamansky, pass is incomplete, intended for Elijah Thomas. He actually had Brandon McWilliams running up the sideline open.
Yeah, I think if he would have caught that pass, he would have had a lot of green yard in front of him. It could have went for a touchdown, but have to catch the ball.
If they had a couple of open receivers there, but if it's not caught, it doesn't matter. Toss play to Faber.
They like running Faber to that side. That seems to be their favorite side to run him on.
Tackle by Stephen Armstrong. It's the Chessmont Game of the Week on ChessmontFootball.com. The Chessmont Game of the Week is produced by 3CTVLive.com. You can like 3CTV Live on Facebook, follow 3CTV Live on Instagram, or follow us on Twitter at ChessmontFB. Hornets call the timeout.
Hornets.
We'll be back after this word from Chester County Transmissions.
Hi, this is Andy at Chester County Transmissions. We're a full-service automotive shop here in coastal Pennsylvania that also specializes in transmission and driveline repair. Just so you know, for all your automotive needs, we're here to take care of you. State inspections, whatever you need. Our number here is 610-384-2879.
Good morning, Chester County Transmissions. Rich speaking. How can I help you?
Please stop in, give us a call. God bless.
And we are back at Oxford High School as the Hornets lead 17-7. They have a 3rd and 7 on their own 46-3:08 to go here in the third quarter. Pass is complete to Anthony Woody. He's got a big gain. Just a nice job. The defensive back was there, but it was just a great throw.
It was a similar pass play as they tried on their last one. They see the crossing over the middle, spreading the receivers out and getting them into open field.
1st and 10, ball on the 34. Pass is complete to McWilliams. He looks like he's got enough for another first down.
So many times we said McWilliams' name at first down, first down, first down. A very speedy receiver on the outside.
And it looks like a Warrior player just went down. We're going to take this opportunity to hear from our friends at Beaver Creek Tavern. Whether looking for the best burgers in Chester County, a place to host your private event, or a relaxing place to enjoy daily food and drink specials, Beaver Creek Tavern has you covered. Serving classic American fare with gluten-free and vegetarian options available. To get the party started, go to 1350 Bondsville Road in Downeytown or call 484-593-0481. We'll see you there. As the injured Warrior has just gotten up, it looks like it was number 6, Mark Rokia. Hope I did not just butcher his name after he's walking off the field injured, but happy to see him walking off. Always better if they're walking than and not being helped off or being carried off.
Yes. Hate to see that in any game, but especially a high school football game.
1st and 10, ball on the 24. Hornets look to add to their lead. It's Faber with the carry. He's got room to the outside.
Faber on the ground.
And we always say if you can pick up 4 yards a carry, that's ideal because you get 3 carries for 4 more yards. You're going to get a first down.
Got a gain of about 8 on
He
that.
had 8
right now.
on that carry, Peter.
Yes. A great philosophy to get 4 yards a carry.
Kamansky takes it himself. He's got the first down. Very elusive. You want to see him improve as a passer. He's had some trouble with overthrows, but they got the hurry-up offense going now.
Yeah, he knows how to get them down the field and how to run and look for his open blocks.
Warriors were lucky to get a player off the field. They made a sub. Faber with the carry. Taking it up the middle. It's going to be stopped just around the 5-yard line. It's going to bring up
That's going to get him to about the
2nd and goal.
line. 2nd and goal right now.
Second and goal, ball on the 5. 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Pass and thrown wide open, touchdown.
As we were just talking about.
Got another 6 on the board.
Looks like Jackson Chu with the reception. The tight end. That quick slant, and there's another Warrior down, Pete.
Seems like too many injuries in the second half, but as we were just talking about Kamansky using his arm more instead of his feet, we saw it on that play right there. A good play action to get the tight end open over the middle, and a good scoring drive.
So Jackson Chu, the tight end, with the 5-yard touchdown reception. SWI, or Service Wholesale Incorporated, is your place to go for building materials and products. They supply quality materials for the building, construction, remodeling, and lumber industries. Their motto is service with integrity. Visit them at 4810 Horseshoe Pike in Downingtown or call them at 610-518-5187. That's SWI. And hey, remember, if you follow us on Twitter at ChessmontFB, and you tell us who we said the key player was on the key drive of the game, you can win an SWI t-shirt. And if you tell us who scored the first touchdown of the game, get a free hat compliment of Howitz. That's right, Howitz of Oxford. Want to thank both of those businesses providing giveaways tonight. But hey, you got to follow us on Twitter at ChessmontFB. And the injured Warrior has walked off the field again. Always good when they can walk off on their own.
Just under 2 minutes to go in the 3rd.
We'll see if this extra point can go better than the last one. They were able to make a field goal. They're actually going for 2. And it is no good. They had the kicker out on the field, but the 2-point conversion fails.
Another 6 on the board for the Hornets.
We'll be back after this word from Miller's Insurance.
23-7 right now, coming to the end of the 3rd.
Chester County's most trusted insurance agency. Whether it's for your automobile or your home, a life insurance policy, or coverage for your business. Since 1975, Miller's Insurance Agency has been protecting homes, property, people, and businesses throughout Chester County. Miller's guides you every step of the way, providing the best options, getting you the right policy that works best for you. Contact us today for a no-cost consultation. Miller's Insurance Agency. We're here today for your tomorrows. Visit online at miainc.com.
We are back at Oxford as the Hornets lead the Warriors 23-7. Pete, the Warriors got to start scoring some points.
Yeah, they do. It's going to turn into a blowout if they don't score some points, even get a field goal on the board, and just to give their team some momentum going into next week.
Coach Stephen Adams said his team is looking to find their identity. They have a lot of inexperienced players, so basically every play is a learning opportunity for this team right now.
Yes.
He wants to see, do they have fight in them when they fall down?
And that's what it's really all about sometimes in football, seeing the fight that you have within your team and the trust that you have in each other as brothers.
Another good job there by the Hornets kick coverage. Chessmont Game of the Week on ChessmontFootball.com is presented by the Sunoco Pipeline, the Sunoco Pipeline and Energy Transfer Partnership. We want to thank all our sponsors for tonight's game: Sunoco Pipeline, Chester County Transmissions, Beaver Creek Tavern, SWI, Miller's Insurance, Howitz of Oxford, and Terry Funeral Home. And hey, if you're looking to advertise, you can go on to ChessmontFootball.com for more information, or you can call 610-269-5000. First and 10, ball on the 24. Minute 46 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Low snap, but there's a flag before that. That may have been the most troublesome snap we've seen all night. Lucky for the Warriors, there was a flag.
It's a lot of movement before the play, and that may be one of the reasons why some of the guys are jumping off sides. Yet to see an illegal procedure, but We've seen a lot of false starts and holds this game.
I mean, they lucked out. There was only a 5-yard loss because of the penalty. Because of that snap, that would have been a huge loss.
Right. Some more laundry on the field.
Let's take a look. It appears to be going against the Warriors.
Another false start.
That's going to be 1st and 20 right now.
Really going the wrong way.
Yeah, another shot in the foot, pushing them the wrong way instead of forwards. Like we said, at this point, just try to get some momentum going into next week or heading into the 4th quarter. Give your team some spirit and something to cheer about, something to work on throughout the week until next Friday under the lights.
I mean, there you're just trying to get some of the yardage back from the penalties. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and, well, not as long, still long, but they did a nice job picking up a couple there.
2nd and 17.
Pick up a 3. St. Paul's pass is complete to Jaquil Boggs-Rose.
Pass is complete. Number 4, Jaquil Boggs-Rose. He's met by number 44, Renninger. Gain of a couple on that. It's going to be 3rd and about 14.
25 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 14 for the Warriors. St. Paul's pass is complete to Jaquil Boggs-Rose, but it's going to be short of the 1st down. But good throw there. I think that might build up some confidence in the young quarterback.
Very good throw and very good catch by Boggs on the play. Close to the 1st down, so we'll see if they go for it or give another pooch punt that they've been consistently doing throughout the game.
And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter as the Hornets lead 23-7 over the Warriors. Chestnut Game of the Week brought to you by Howitt's Screen Printing and Embroidery. They are your one-stop shop for all your custom screen printing and embroidery needs. Add your logo or design to T-shirts, sweatshirts, and more. For quality printing and embroidery at great prices, visit them at 113 South 3rd Street in Oxford. Shop online at www.howitts.com or give them a call at 610-932-3697. Howitts, exceeding your expectations. Pete, you got to feel that the Hornets are really gaining confidence in their offense. They've scored on consecutive drives. Defensively, they're making the stops they need to make. This was an offense that they said they needed to gel to kind of make up for losing some key starters from last season. They've definitely rebounded nicely from a slow 1st half.
Right, and this is what you want to see the first week of the football season. You want to see your team come together, put some points up, play good defense, and try to get the ball down the field. If you see those things as a coach, I think you have positive outlooks towards next week and for the rest of the season.
4th and 3. The Warriors have to punt because they're so deep in their own territory on their own 33. Looks like the refs are conversing about something. They're still trying to get things figured out. Hey, it's the first game for the refs too.
Right, right. That is true. They don't get a preseason game either.
And we are still trying to figure out what's going on the field. Gives us a chance to tell you again about our giveaways tonight. Courtesy of Howitz, we got an Oxford hat. Go on. You can follow us on Twitter at ChessmontFB. Tell us who scored the first touchdown of the game. And you can get an SWI t-shirt by telling us who the key player was on the key drive of the game. That'll be announced later on in the fourth quarter. And coming up at the end of the fourth quarter, we're going to have a post-game interview. Alan Foster interviewing the victorious coach. Thought we were about to actually finally have the punt, but something is still trying to be figured out. And we look like we're good to go. I heard a fan of the stands yell, "Let's go."
It's a little chilly out here. I'm sure the fans are feeling the temperature drop as well.
Good punt. The Hornets had nobody back, so depending on how this bounce goes, it takes a little bit of a Warrior bounce. Hornets going to start off with the ball on the 32. And this Hornets drive will take place after this word from the Terry Funeral Home.
Since 1997, the James J. Terry Funeral Home has been providing meaningful and personalized funeral and cremation services in Downingtown. We've now expanded into western Chester County and have opened our second location on Lincoln Highway in Coatesville. Let our friendly and professional staff show you the benefits of pre-planning your funeral arrangements. Pre-arranging provides your family with options ahead of time and can ease future financial burden. We'll be glad to assist you in your pre-arrangement process in the Downingtown or Coatesville location. Let the James J. Terry Funeral Home be there for you and your family in your time of need.
We are back live at Oxford as it is Elijah Thomas on the jet sweep. He's going to be stopped for a loss.
It seemed like that play wasn't going anywhere from the jump.
Right now it seems like the playbook has not been opened up too much, but again, it is a new quarterback, his first year starting. They have found some success with some of these plays. I have to think as the season progresses, they'll open up the playbook a little bit more.
Yes, I think they want to slowly work him in, and I think they feel as though Henderson's defense isn't strong enough for some of their best plays.
Kamansky completes the pass. Looks like a run-pass option. Pass complete to Elijah Thomas.
Guess what, folks?
See, the 5 and in or the slant plays, Kamansky is really precise on those. They're getting a bunch of yardage with those 5 and in and slant plays.
It's a steady dose of Tim Faber running the ball, Brandon McWilliams, and Elijah Thomas with jet sweeps and pass receptions. The white hat is telling them to slow down, but it's a hurry-up offense. Coach Mike Means is having some words for the official. Kamansky takes it himself, avoids a would-be tackler. He's really good at making the first guy miss, but did the ball come out?
I think the spot of that ball is going to indicate something for us.
It did not.
Another first down on the play. Yeah, it was really weird that the refs were telling them to slow down when they have a hurry-up offense.
Yeah, so long as if the offense does not sub, then that means the defense does not get a chance to just because. If the offense subs, the defense gets a chance,
right.
Which is why Coach Means was upset, was his team is trying to run with some pace. Pass is complete to Faber. He makes a man miss. He's going up the sideline. Another first down for the Hornets.
And like you said, they keep running the same plays over and over. They're not really opening their playbook, but they're letting their fastest playmakers get into open field and get their team down the field, closer to the end zone and the red zone. Here they are.
Warriors are trying to force another turnover. And that is a nice run up the middle by
on the ground, number 22, Nate Farrow.
Nate Farrow. First carry we've seen him have the night. He had that great interception a little bit ago where he laid out.
And at this point in the game, you want to see Henderson just show a little bit of more heart.
Pass is complete to McWilliams. Little bubble screen there. Now, Pete, I went to West Virginia when Rich Rodriguez was coach, which he pretty much was one of the main guys for bringing the spread offense to college football. I think I've seen more bubble screens in my life than any one person should see.
Yes.
That's part of why I'm not the biggest fan of it. Sometimes it works, did not there.
See, it's crazy how the college and high school players are getting into the NFL now as well, getting the speed out in the open field.
Yeah, the jet sweep, there's flag on the play. That was a play that was run a lot by spread offense teams in college. Then it came down to the high school level. Legal procedure on the Hornets.
Yes, I remember Tim Tebow, the Florida Gators. It's kind of like the same offense that they're running. Kaminsky has that Tebow style, maybe not the greatest passer, but he's going to run down the field, and then they have their speed. You could say Favors can be your Percy Harvin. They're running very well, that jet sweep offense.
And next week, Pete, we'll have you, Mike Dunn, and Carl Rudman doing broadcasting duties for that game. It's Academy Park at Unionville. Kaminsky takes himself. He's looking for room to the outside. Nice job by the defender. That was Luke Galliano, just doing a good job getting in his way, slowing him down.
And also a good job staying in bounds so the clock can keep going. I'm sure these guys want to get out of here with a W.
4th down and 12. It's going to be a sorry, it's 4th and 8. They just updated the scoreboard here. The Hornets are attempting the field goal. The kick is up, and it is going to be short. It's a 34-yard attempt. So the Warriors trail 23-7. Coach Adams just wants to see his guys still keep fighting, get them some confidence going forward. They're trying to rebuild a program.
Right. And that's okay on the missed field goal, too. You want to get your kicker out there, get him some confidence, see where, the farthest he can kick from. You never know where you'll need him at the end of the year or throughout the season.
8:32 to go here in the 4th quarter. It's the Chestmont Game of the Week on ChestmontFootball.com, as produced by 3C TV Live.
Speaking of the field goal kickers, so many Super Bowls have been won just by 3.
Nice job there by the Hornet defense again. I mean, they are just really getting a good command of what they want to do to stop the Warriors. Score updates, the Downingtown West Whippets lead 27-19 over Perkiomen Valley. Great Valley leads Phoenixville, although that last score update we had from that game was only at the half. 2nd and 9, ball on the 21. Pass is intercepted. And it is a great return for the Hornets. Still going. Going to be just short of the goal line.
Just short.
That was off the hands of Nathan Farrow into the hands of Devon Ruda.
And it's funny because the Chestmont safety of the year last year almost had his 2nd pick of the game. At the right place at the right time, his teammate gets the interception and brings his team to the 1-yard line. Let's see if they can punch it in on the first play here.
And Kaminsky takes it himself, and he's in for the touchdown. 2-yard touchdown run. Brett Kaminsky, he's running up the sideline. He is fired up. He finally stopped. Oh, he's still going. He ran all the way to the 45 on the other side after getting a 2-yard touchdown run. And the Hornet fans are fired up.
His 2nd scoring running touchdown of the game. Like we say, see some attributes of Tim Tebow out there.
29-7, looking at the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. Tyler Brooks puts it between the uprights. We'll be back after this word from the Sunoco Pipeline.
Would you rather have this, or this? Underground pipelines safely moving America's energy. We are Sunoco Pipeline.
Oxford, as the Hornets have just taken a 30-7 lead. At this point for the Warriors, you're just looking for things to build on, Pete.
Yeah, they are. At this point in the game, they know that they may not come back, but they're just looking for plays to run that can be productive or positive for their team to look back on film offensively and defensively so they can get better on throughout the season. You know, with a regrouping program, with a new program starting up, you know, the coaches, they just want to see the best of their players. They want to see the abilities that they have, and that's just the most that they want to do right now. Is just pick their heads up, have some spirit, and show production.
And this offense is really taken off in the second half. Several big plays, and the defense has really started to shut down the Warriors. That ball goes in the end zone. It's an automatic touchback.
That's going to be a touchback. Sets the ball up on the Warriors, 21st and 10.
I'd be curious to know what halftime adjustments Coach Means made.
As well as CrossFit Thunderhill.
I think he told his players to go out there and play their hardest. Sometimes that's what they need to hear. They need to hear that it's okay, get yourself together, gather up, and play this game. Don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0.
$30-7 is your score. 7:39 to go in the fourth quarter. You have a young quarterback who just threw an interception on his last play. You want to try and get him some confidence back up, maybe with a couple of short passes, but you also want to just try and get a big play. So do you try and get a couple big runs here on a toss play, maybe a trick play?
It seems like the biggest plays came from the run. Not too many big pass plays. They had one at the beginning of the game, but since then, their pass plays haven't really opened much up from their offense, as we have another injured player down on the field.
Getting in there, it looked like that might have been their number 58.
Don't know if it's cramping or if it's just, hey, this is the first time you're having some real hitting going on.
Yeah. It's about the third or fourth player on Henderson that's went down with injury. So we wonder what's going on their sideline, but hoping the best always.
As the Warriors, as we said, have several players where this is their first season on the team. They just didn't come out last year. It wasn't, oh, hey, they were only in 9th or 10th grade. I mean, there's seniors that have just joined the team this year because they're excited about what the attitude is going forward right now under Coach Stephen Adams. Again, he was a former Warrior player, went on to play running back in college, was a running back for Bloomsburg.
And it's always cool to have a coach who actually played the game. He can tell a lot of awareness, a lot of spirit, a lot of things that some of the teammates have to get together while they're on the field. He can read a lot of body language. He can see who really wants it and who really wants to play the hardest, knowing that they may not win, but who wants to play the hardest going into practice this week and for their game next Friday.
And this was an Oxford team that made the playoffs last year. First time with the winning record under Coach Mike Means. They'd love to make it back to the playoffs again. They hated how their season ended with a first-round loss, but, hey, they have a really strong defense. And, I mean, you saw with the Seattle Seahawks when they won the Super Bowl. They had a decent offense, but the defense really got them there.
Yes.
My beloved Chicago Bears. Yes, they had Walter Payton, arguably the greatest running back of all time, but they had the 46 defense. They had a defense that led them there. You can win championships with defense. Pass is incomplete. It was a little high, intended for Lodato. He still probably would like to say he should have had that, but it was a little high.
It was a little high, and it seems like the quarterback is dropping back so far in each play because the defensive line is in his face as soon as he gets the snap. It's very hard for him to see over the offensive line being his height, and he has to roll out to each side. The snap is high, or the defensive line is in his face as soon as he gets the ball.
3rd and 11 right now for the Warriors.
Third and 11. That ball looks like it came out. There's also a flag down.
Keeping it on the ground. We do have flags.
I wonder if that's a face mask there.
Looks like a Hornet came out with the ball, but we got to see who the flag is against. Based on where that flag was thrown, it's in the area of a hold or a face mask.
That's going to be defensive holding.
Third and 11, but of course there was a turnover in the penalty, so we're going to have to see how far back are they going.
Going against the Warriors.
So the penalty was against the Warriors. It's holding. Oh, okay, so they signaled that the runner was down, so there was no fumble, and it was a penalty against Henderson.
Let's go today, at least get the ball back. See if they can try to get the first down here.
As it is a 3rd and 23. If they come up with the first down here, I have to think it's going to be some sort of breakdown by the Hornet defense or
some sort of miracle play here. Over 20 yards. There's not a lot of plays in the playbook that'll pass you or run you over 20 yards of play.
Looks like one of the refs was talking to the guy handling the sticks on the sideline, had it leaning down, and now it looks like that Coach Adams out on the field. There seems to be a lot of confusion in the second half about what the officials are wanting done. Third and 23, unless there's something else that we don't know about, another penalty of some sort. Coach Means is out on the field talking to the official now. And he does not look happy. I mean, his team is up by 23, but hey, you want to show your players that you're going to be into the game no matter what.
Right, even with the lead, you still want to coach the best of possibility that you can, or have your players play to their greatest possibility that they can. So I can understand his frustration. He just wants to end the game out how it started and go into practice this week with, yes, momentum, but they have his players not so carried away.
I really want to be curious as to the reason why the ref was making them slow down when they were doing the hurry-up offense earlier. I don't know if there was something they were doing that we just didn't notice,
right?
Or if the ref was maybe it's just the ref's style. Maybe he wanted to give the defense a chance. I'm not really sure, but that was confusing.
Yeah, I was thinking that he wanted to give the defense a chance. He knew that Oxford was kind of running away with the game and the score, so I think he wanted to just slow the game down for a little bit of sportsmanship.
However, though, you got to ref the game the same way no matter what.
Right.
But
and about 12 on there. The ball should be at about the 18-yard line.
So they moved the ball backwards because of the hold, but I guess there was no hold. I guess so. The penalty was declined. That's what it was. It finally was decided that the penalty was declined. Maybe they didn't give Coach Means the chance to decline it.
Right. And maybe that's why he was so frustrated on the field.
So we had a possible fumble that wasn't a fumble, a hold that was then declined. So we finally have the Warriors out here ready to punt. The Hornets are going to get great field position.
Let's see if they try a fake punt here.
They're down, but I think it's a little dangerous to do that now, but it's almost blocked.
Almost blocked.
Fair catch called for.
All right.
So the Hornets will have fantastic field position with a 23-point lead. Now, Pete, we do still have 6.5 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter, but with it being a 23-point game, I feel confident saying that our key drive of the game was the opening drive of the second half, where Tim Faber had a 55-yard touchdown run, took a handoff up the middle and just took it at the outside, ran all the way up the sideline untouched. So, mentioned that Tim Faber was the key player on the key drive of the game, and you could have a chance at winning the SWI t-shirt. And we'll remind you again, the Howitz has the hat giveaway. Need to say who scored the opening touchdown of the game. That was Brett Kamansky with a 50-yard touchdown run. Man, the Hornets would love it if they could start the first half and the second half of every game with a touchdown.
Right. Let's see if they'll just try to run the ball here to run the clock out.
Handoff to
Keeping it on the ground.
Rudia.
Flags in the backfield there.
Pretty sure I'm saying his name incorrectly. I apologize to his family that would be watching or his friends, but at least we'll be consistent with saying the name. There is a flag down. He had that big interception where it bounced off of Farrow's hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seems to be a lot of flags on the plays this game, whether it be false start or holding. Seems what the refs are seeing the most as the game goes along.
All right, so that's going to go against the Warriors.
Penalty against Henderson. That's definitely something Coach Adams is going to want to work on, is penalties and turnovers.
Right now for the Hornets.
But you can say it's the first game, and yeah, there's a lot of penalties, but
First and 5.
At some point it turns into too many.
Right.
And up the middle, it's going to be another Hornets first down.
A nice hold up the middle to get them close to the red zone once again. And I don't think we'll see any more pass plays this game from Oxford side.
Again, clock stops for the chains to move when it's a first down. We are at 6 minutes and 5 seconds to go.
Keeping it on the ground.
And it looks like it might be enough for another Hornet first down. It's going to depend on the spot.
Check the spot of the ball.
Ruda with the run. They say he is
good enough for
got enough for a first down. The chain gang was slow to move there. I'm surprised they even threw the ball there. I think Kamansky saw something he liked, but
that's actually not Kamansky in the game anymore.
Good catch.
Looks like the second team is in for Oxford, so they can get their players some reps out there in case they have to later in the season against a tougher opponent.
It's Thomas Repitz in.
Got some flags out there on the field with some whistles.
Flag on the play.
Ball start.
It's a legal procedure against the Hornets. Barring some sort of a miracle comeback, the Hornets are going to start 1-0 for the second year in a row with the win over the Warriors. The Warriors are going to drop this season opener for the second year in a row. Despite giving up 30 points, I was impressed with the D-line overall tonight for the Warriors.
I was impressed with the D-line on both teams.
Pass is incomplete. Again, I'm surprised they're throwing. I mean, yeah, it was a 1st and 15, but up by 23, thought they might want to just try and run the clock out.
Yes.
But, hey, you never know when your quarterback's going to get hurt. Try and get your backup some live game reps.
I think in this situation, though, it's just best to run the clock out. Great for sportsmanship and, you know, getting the team out of here.
2nd and 15, ball on the 20. And they do run the ball. It is did they give him a yard there?
Might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
Third and 15. That pass was that a backwards pass?
Is that a live ball?
I think it was, but it went out of bounds. That was a pass. Looked like
that's going to set up 4th.
It was a backwards pass. We'll have to see if the refs where the ref spotted. I believe that was a backwards pass. So
the backup quarterback for Oxford seems to have more height, but isn't as quick on his feet as Kamansky is.
And they do rule that it was a live ball, so it's a loss of 5. It is 4th and 20. Ball now on the 25.
Are they going to try the field goal?
And they are calling a timeout because they were trying to change a lot of personnel. So the Hornets just trying to make sure they are still executing efficiently. It seems a little long for a field goal attempt, but we'll see what they do.
Yeah, it seems longer than the last field goal attempt that they actually missed. They came up short. So we'll see about this one. See if the kicker has a little bit more leg into this.
Made a 44-yard field goal attempt. And it is blocked.
If they get the live ball, they can return it.
But they're struggling to pick up the ball. Missed opportunity there for the Warriors, but a great job on the block.
Yeah, good block, but missed opportunity. If it was caught while it was coming down from the air, it could have been ran back for a touchdown to close and out the score.
Chestmont Game of the Week on ChestmontFootball.com is produced by 3CTVLive.com and is presented by Sunoco Pipeline. Sunoco Pipeline, an energy transfer partnership. .453 to go here in the fourth quarter. The Warriors trail 30-7.
All right, 1st and 10 on their 17 for the Warriors.
And Mikey, I thought that Henderson was actually green.
Oh no, they're garnet and white.
Garnet and white.
I believe one of their minimal gain on that carry. I believe one of their cheers was garnet and white fight, Warriors fight, I believe, from hearing from a game there before.
Okay.
And my dad was a teacher at Henderson, so he owned some Henderson stuff over the years.
Yes.
We had a nice little friendly rivalry whenever the Whippets would play the Warriors. It seemed like the home team would always lose.
3 on that, 2nd and 7 right now for the Warriors.
Second and 7. That is
a gang tackle in the backfield.
Thomas with the carry.
Number 46, Caleb Spadero.
And as time runs low on the game, I just want to thank everybody who tuned in to ChestmontFootball.com to see the live Henderson versus Oxford game. It's been a very good presentation. Seeing Oxford with their offense and their good defensive line, and Henderson with a regrouping program. We'll see how they do in the next weeks to come and this season as well.
Sapel rolls out. Pass is complete, but it's not going to be enough for the first down. Hey, any completed pass is really just a confidence boost at this point.
All right, that's going to set them up. 4th and long right now. 4th and 7, excuse me.
Or did they rule that incomplete?
They did. They did.
So on the far side of the field, I thought he got his feet in bounds, but
it looked as it, and a reminder that in a high school game, you only have to have 1 foot in bounds. Not like the NFL where you have to have 2 and complete possession of the ball.
Good punt again, and the Hornets are just going to let it bounce. Now, this is a Warrior team that had a tough year last season. Westchester East had a tough season last year, but they start off the year with a win. Congratulations to the Vikings, winning 27-14 over CR North. Also known as Council Rock North. 3:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. Hornets just looking to close things out.
Yes, I think they'll just run to close the score out of this game. Get to the locker room, get those pads off. I know some of the players who have big games are ready to end it.
Hey, we want to give a shout out to some fans of the Warriors that are watching us in North Pole, Alaska.
Oh, wow.
So, hey, you're unable to make the game. It's not just if you're in Chester County you can't make it. Anywhere in the United States, anywhere in the world. We've had viewers from London before, I recall.
Great.
And off up the middle, taking to the outsides is Ruda.
As Ruda stays in bounds to keep the clock running.
I think I heard the PA announcer say Royda. I'm going to stick with what I've been doing. If I said it wrong, I'll be wrong for consistent.
Our sincerest apologies.
Royda, Ruda, I apologize. 2nd and 5, ball on the 46. Try and get you some other scores here as we near the end of this game. Warriors trying to get a stop. Going to be another Hornet first down.
And it seems as though the Hornets are in their succeeding formations of the game, letting the clock run out on each play and just running the ball, staying in bounds, and trying to get the next first down to keep the ball so their defense doesn't have to come back on the field and they can end the game the way that they want to.
Sun Valley leads their game 40-0. Kelly had 5 touchdowns on 11 carries.
Wow. 5 touchdowns on 11 carries. It's one night.
Ruda with another good run.
Seems as Oxford has good runners, running backs, as well as receivers that have a good speed on the outside. Seems like that will be their game plan for the rest of the year, with high hopes to come. As we gear on their 2 minutes here.
2nd and 5, ball on the 35. No need to pass the ball. Just run this clock out. It is Ruda with another run. Going to be short of the first down.
Just about a yard, maybe some inches short. Good to stay in bounds. Not try to get it all and miss the defender and the hopes of getting out of bounds as we gear to a less than a minute here in the end of the game.
The ball on the 32.
3rd down. 55 seconds to go. It's a 3rd and 2 for the Hornets. And it is a first down and a big gain for the Hornets. Ruda with the big run.
A shoestring tackle there. I think if the shoestring tackle wouldn't happen, he would have made a nice cut and got himself into the end zone.
Moving the chains. It's going to get 1st and goal.
We may have another run here for them to get into the end zone, or they may kneel the ball just to end the game. Looks like they're in the shotgun formation.
1st and goal.
To the final play of the game. And that does look like it is going to do it. Oxford is going to start the season off with the win. The Warriors go to 0-1. It's the Oxford Hornets 30, the Henderson Warriors 7. 8 seconds left on the clock. Stay tuned post-game. Alan Foster is going to have an interview with the victorious coach, Coach Mike Means. And we are officially at 0. Pete, great win for the Hornets.
It was a great win for the Hornets. Their defense came out there. They played well. Their offense, they played well running the ball, jet sweeps. Kaminsky with the 2 touchdowns, Favor with the early touchdown in the second half, and McWilliams with a lot of key plays as well. They seem to have a balanced team, and we'll see how they do going on in the Chessmont and for their team in the rest of the season.
On the road for the next game. Will return home September 7th.
Yeah, I was very impressed with the running game of the Hornets. The defense only giving up the 1 touchdown, and that was in the second quarter. Overall, solid effort for the Hornets. Some positives for Henderson, forcing turnover. The defense, although they gave up some big plays. You take away the 50-yard run and the 55-yard run. Pretty solid. I mean, it's interesting to say, give up forget about the 2 50-plus yard runs.
Right.
But overall, a decent night. Coach Adams is going to have some teachable moments, but have some things to work with going forward.
And that's always positive with the first game, even if you come out with a loss. You have teachable moments, and that's what you want your team to have going throughout the season. If a team is great and they can't learn, once they get to the playoffs or championship, it's hard for them to regroup and come back from the negatives as a brotherhood, as a team.
Again, Coach Mike Means is going to be interviewed by Alan Foster. In just a moment, you're going to do a quick recap of the scores. It was Brett Kaminsky with the 50-yard touchdown on the opening drive of the game. Jay Pierce made it 8-7, getting the touchdown run from 5 yards out for the Warriors. Tim Faber with the 55-yard touchdown to make it 14-7. Then it was Jackson Chu making it 23-7. The Hornets would add 1 more touchdown to make it a 32-7 victory. Sorry, that final touchdown was Kaminsky with the 2-yard touchdown run. That's what gave us the final score of 32-7. Next week, it's going to be Academy Park at Unionville. Unionville had a tough matchup tonight against Garnet Valley. But, hey, Pete, next week it's going to be you, Mike Dunn, and Carl Rudman. It's a team with Pat Clark as head coach that is always well coached. So you should see a good game on the Chessmont Game of the Week next week. Want to thank all our sponsors, the Sunoco Pipeline, Chester County Transmissions, Beaver Creek Tavern, SWI, Miller's Insurance. Again, for SWI, the key player of the game on that key drive was Tim Faber. Want to thank Howitz of Oxford. Mentioned who scored the first touchdown of the game for a chance to win the Oxford hat. And our final sponsor we want to thank tonight was the Terry Funeral Home. So we see, as always, the coach talks to their players.
Yes.
On the field, I'm sure he'll talk to them again off the field, but that'll be more probably just a little quick spiel. But Coach Mike Means looking to get the Hornets to the playoffs for the second year in a row. You missed any of this game, hey, go on to YouTube, type in Chessmont Football. The game will be archived on there. Maybe, hey. And, hey, don't want to go to YouTube? Go on to chessmontfootball.com. Games are archived on there as well. We're going to send it down to Alan Foster with Coach Mike Means, the victorious coach.
This is Alan Foster, 3ctvlive.com, Chessmont Football. Coach, what did you say to your players in that locker room to get them motivated for that second half?
We honestly went in and talked about that we couldn't have played much worse in the first half than we did. We turned the ball over twice. We had numerous penalties on offense. We did not play a solid game offensively at all. Did not look as clean as I wanted to come out in game one and look. But we talked about we're still up 8-7. All right, as bad as we played, we're still up 8-7, and that eventually the pace that we run our offense at it's going to take a toll. And I think that resonated with our guys that, you know, we're going to come out and play our game in the second half, and they did.
And what did you tell the defense? Because you motivated your defense. Your defense stepped up to the plate. What did you tell them?
You know, our theme on defense and our entire team for Fridays is now finished. And we talked about that right before they took the field, and our defense was flying around in the second half. You know, again, I think our conditioning, our weight room, our off-season really played a role in this win.
Well, Coach, this was your first game of the season. Listen, you're getting the jitters out. You know, a lot of things are going on. What are you going to tell your boys for the next game?
We better clean it up. Honestly, we better clean it up. We got to get better. We did not play a clean game. I was happy with the effort, but I wasn't happy with the execution. Interboro is tough. Our next 4 weeks are going to be very difficult, and we're going to have to play better than we did tonight to be able to come out on top in those games. So, you know, we're going to have a one-week mentality this week. Go back to the drawing board, clean up the things we need to clean up, and come out ready to play against Interboro.
Well, watch the game. We have it on YouTube, chessmontfootball.com, so you can use that as your film to see what you need to clean up.
Right.
Listen, I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate
All right.
it. Thank you.
Take care.
Yep.
This is Alan Foster reporting to you from 3ctvlive.com, chessmontfootball.com. You'll be able to watch the game. We stream them live, and we archive them. This is Alan Foster. Thanks for watching.